Yes. So uh, I'm honored to be a part of something that's bigger than myself. I'm honored to be a part of this community. I'm not around and I'm not as active as much as I would like to be.
I apologize, Brother Donald. We would ask you, please, to mute your phones. Please mute your computers.
Okay.
Oh, I apologize, Brother Donald. I was speaking to those that were that were unmuted. They were making disruption. But go ahead, please. The floor is yours, Brother Donald.
Okay. No issue. Now, were there any questions for me?
Yes. So I first wanted to say thank you so much, Brother Donald. I mean, that was bringing tears to my eyes, truly, when you were speaking, because not growing up with a father, it just always warms my heart when there are men that love their children, love their wives, are striving, like you said, not perfect, but still striving to do your best and show up every day. I just love that. Just thank you so much for that and your jewels and wisdom. And I did just want to ask, because I was taking my notes here, and when you said that, this has pushed you, to push, you've been pushed yourself to limits that you didn't even know you were capable of, being a father, being a husband. And I just want to know, why do you think there are some men that don't feel that same compulsion? They don't feel moved to push themselves to even raise their children, stay in the home, or to be there for them. Why do you think that is, that they can just leave and not care about their child?
I said, you know what, Miss Tracy, I think leaving is the easy part. You know, uh, I think staying is the hard part. you know, but it's most rewarding. Like you said, there's a lot of us in our community. We don't come from that family unit. A lot of us has come from the mother, and the mother does the best that she can. But as children, they need to see both. They need to see how the mother and the father interact with each other. There's certain things that the mother, you know, she teaches the children, with especially with her being the first teacher. And there's certain things that the father teaches, his children, his sons and his daughter. He teaches his son confidence. He teach his daughter, how to respect herself. Okay. Uh, yes. So I think a lot of times, and I'll speak from the masculine perspective too. We see our mothers do it alone.
Mm-hmm.
you know, so there's probably a lot of people who think, well, my mom did it, my grandmom did it. Why can't she do it?
Right.
And that's not the case. I had to learn that. I see my wife every day, and she does so much for the children. She's like everything. you know, and like I said, I love her so much for that. I love her beyond that, but I just love her so much just watching her do that. I don't always voice it as much as I should, but I'm watching, I'm paying attention, and the children, they know that they're loved. you know, they know that they're gonna get fed. they know that they're gonna be cleaned. The diapers are gonna get changed. all of those things.
Yeah.
Mommy makes sure they get to all their appointments and that there's a cooked meal for them. Mommy gets them to bed. She bathes them every night, and I just, it's a lot. And like I said, as the masculine, it get hard. It gets hard on my end, especially having to deal with this world and bringing income. And we're in a shaky economy. We don't know what's gonna happen next, so it gets hard. And me and my wife, we're not always, nothing's perfect,
For sure.
but it's the fact that we get up every day and we continue to fight, and we're working towards a common goal. So it's just a beautiful thing, and I wish I had got to see it more. As a young child, it would have helped to change my expectations some,
Mhm.
but it's okay. Hopefully, we, as a unit, we can show this to others. And we're living in the times, like I said, especially economically, and you see DEI and jobs, and the world is getting ready for AI,
Mhm.
and all of those things. There's going to be a point where we're going to have to come together in order, to make it.
That's
We're going to
right.
need to put these homes together. We're going to need to get these children trained up mentally, spiritually, physically, because we don't know what's next.
That's right.
And I think I think the Most High knows what's going on, you know.
So
So
true.
I believe it's a part of something bigger. But yes,
Beautiful. Brilliant. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I do see Chief Malo's hand up. I just wanted to say I heard you use the word unit 3 times when speaking about you and your really beautiful wife legacy. And so I love that. I love that you said you're a unit. She's your partner. And I love that you both have that connection together, that you're not competing with each other. It's not, I have my unit over here. You're over there. You both have that connection working together, to raise your beautiful family. So I love that. And Chief Malo, I do see your hand up. The floor is yours.
Oh, thank you. Brother Donald, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for coming on, and the words that you spoke. And I know that you also live them. It's just not talk. We may not always see you a lot, but we know that you're working and that you're taking care of your
yes,
family, and we much appreciate it. And one thing about my daughter is that we're so close and know each other so well. She says a lot of things that I wanted to say. So one thing that I was going to focus on, and I appreciate too the fact that you talked about the balance in the home, um, is that you have little ones right now.
yes, ma'am.
What do you foresee is one of the biggest challenges that you think that you're going to have with those two?